The tide lapped softly against the shore as I strolled hand in hand with the woman who had become my beacon during the darkest chapters of my life. 3 long years had passed since I last exchanged a single word with my wife. 3 years since the silence between us had consumed everything we once shared. That afternoon, the sun cast a gentle warmth, the breeze carried a calm softness, and for the first time in years, my heart felt still. I never imagined fate would place her on this same stretch of sand, watching from a distance. The moment our eyes met, even after all that time, I knew her instantly. She stood frozen, as if struck by an unseen force. The face that had once been the center of my world twisted with disbelief, shock, and something else, deep, unguarded hurt. She hadn't expected to see me again, and certainly not like this. The woman walking beside me wasn't just anyone, she had held me together when I was breaking apart. After my wife walked away, I sank into a suffocating loneliness. But this woman had stayed, lifted me up, and reminded me that I still deserved love. She had become my second chance at happiness. And in an instant, my wife understood exactly what she meant to me. Her eyes locked on the woman at my side, her lips parting as if to speak, yet no words came out. She had left me wordless years ago, without explanations, without closure. I had begged her for answers, for even a shred of understanding, but all she'd given me was an empty, cold goodbye that shattered me. Now, looking at her trembling form, I couldn't help but wonder if she had ever regretted it. I didn't stop walking, but my steps slowed as we drew near. Her gaze fell to my hand interlaced with another's, and I could almost hear her heart cracking in that moment. The confident woman who had once walked out on me with such ease now stood unsteady, her glassy eyes betraying emotions she couldn't hide. Finally, she whispered my name. Her voice was faint, fragile, as though saying it aloud might pull us back into what we used to be. But it didn't. Her tone lacked the power it once had. For the first time, she seemed small, unsure, and vulnerable. I gave her a simple nod. Nothing more. I wasn't willing to reopen wounds that had taken me years to heal. The woman beside me tightened her grip on my hand. She didn't need to ask who my wife was, she already knew. Her touch grounded me, offering silent strength. That was all I needed to remain steady. My wife's gaze flickered between us, and the truth hung heavy in the air. I had moved forward. She hadn't. For a moment, we stood there, saying nothing, the crashing waves filling the silence between us. My mind drifted back to those nights when I cried myself to sleep after she left, haunted by questions that never got answered, burdened by bitterness. But looking at her now, filled with sorrow and regret, I felt something unexpected. Nothing. No anger, no yearning, no hate. Just a hollow stillness. She took a tentative step toward me as if to reach out but stopped halfway. Pride held her back, though her eyes betrayed what her heart wanted. She didn't have to ask who the woman with me was. She already knew. At last, I broke the silence. "It's been 3 years," I said quietly. Not out of kindness, just a plain, unvarnished truth. She swallowed hard, unable to speak. My words carried weight because they reminded her of what she had chosen to throw away. The woman by my side gave my hand a gentle tug, and I followed her lead. My wife stood frozen, tears brimming, watching us pass. She had once been everything to me, the center of my universe, but now she was just a memory, an echo of a life that no longer existed. I didn't look back. The shoreline stretched endlessly ahead, and with every step forward, I felt lighter. She wasn't broken because of me. She had shattered her own heart by finally realizing what she had lost. Behind us, the waves continued washing the sand, as if cleansing the past. For me, there was no return. She had left me in silence, but I had found my voice again, in love, laughter, and the warmth of the woman beside me. And that was the only truth that mattered.